I have done some changes in my presentation. I'm going to show this paper cuttings, which talks about acquisitions and in the IT industry. So, TCS bought Citigroup's captive business for $505 million, and this helped it acquire. So, today's topic is on mergers and acquisitions and how during COVID related slowdowns, acquisitions will work better as per Wipro. This is about Infosys. They have done some buyouts of their clients, and in March they had a 250 million acquisition of. So friends, good evening. Today is 25th of March, and today I'm going to talk to you about the latest news we have on COVID 19 and economic news. Okay, so the news on COVID 19 is, as far as India is concerned, we have roughly around 800 people dead, and we've got 1 lakh, um, sorry, not 1 lakh, we've got 27 lakh people, infected with this disease across the world. That is 2.7 million, and we've got roughly around 2 lakh people dead, and the biggest casualties are in countries like US. US has got some medicines from India, like drugs like HCQ, which their US FDA has denied permission to further use the drug. What they say is this disease can be aggravated with this drug. Okay, this drug HCQ can create heart ailments in people, and it's not considered as a good treatment by US. And in spite of all this, they're doing a lot of treatment. They're going for a lot of treatments, like successful treatments have not been guaranteed anywhere, but a lot of new drugs are being tested. A lot of medicines, people are working on creating vaccines for these diseases and so on. So that's about much of COVID news. And as far as Indians are concerned, today evening there was a reply from the government ministry that they're going to send Indians who are placed in foreign countries back to India. That is NRIs. Okay, NRIs are Indians who have gone from here and worked in foreign countries. Now, if they have diseases, or if they have very crucial problems, they are permitted to come back to India. And this evacuation is going to be something of the scale like we saw during the Kuwait war. So guys, be ready for it. Especially states like Kerala, we're going to see a lot of people from Gulf countries coming back to our country. We're going to see maybe lakhs, maybe millions, we don't know, who would be coming back to the country from different parts of the world. You cannot expect people from US and Europe or other countries to come back, because most of them are citizens, but at least Indians who stay in Gulf and other countries, they might come back to India. And there would be large scale evacuation once the government relaxes the norms on May 3rd, right? And what has been happening also is today the central government has relaxed permission to open shops. So except shopping malls, small shops can be opened across India. So a lot of freedom has been given to businesses in Kerala. Today there was given permission for numbers starting with 2, car vehicle numbers starting with 2, to run, to move the vehicles across the country, across the state. And Sunday there is no restriction on vehicle movement. And as far as this state is concerned, we are talking about single digit COVID patients. Daily you might see 3, some days 8. I don't know what's the figure today, but we have very less number of patients compared to our neighboring states like Karnataka, which has nearly 500 people infected, states like Tamil Nadu, which has got 1,500 people. And one of the good things about this state is they're doing a lot of work to fight this disease. And hats off to all the doctors and nurses who work in this state. Let's hope they keep doing the great work in fighting this disease. And I also noticed that in this district where I stay, 93-year-old man and his 88-year-old wife has also recovered from COVID. But there are some sad stories. Total 4 deaths have happened because of this disease in the state. Yesterday, a 4-month-old baby died, but that baby had other complications. So what I've observed is people who have other complications like heart disease, kidney disease, can die faster because of COVID-19. And what they are also doing is they're doing reverse quarantine in COVID. What is reverse quarantine? Reverse quarantine is people above the age of 60, okay, they will continue to stay at home. So government will give them medical and other supplies to keep their needs going. So that's another good step which this state has done. And once a lot of our NRIs are back, most of them might be back to work here, most of them might be back to live in this place and so on. So let's see how things go in this state. And about the world of business, yeah, this is something which I wanted to tell you. It's something really interesting. Okay, I wanted to tell you about the information from a newspaper article which I'll be sharing to you later on. You have 3 major IT companies in India: TCS, Infosys, Wipro. These 3 companies, what they're doing is they're going for a big global acquisition. Okay, and they consider this as a time to acquire. You know, when you should acquire, when should people buy assets, or when you should acquire things is when things are really cheap. And as far as the global business environment is concerned, right now you have a lot of companies available at very cheap rates. You have a lot of businesses having losses. But these big Indian companies, they have an accumulated wealth of $13 billion. And they find it a good time to buy companies. There's an example of a company which TCS brought, something like Capgemini. Okay, this company TCS bought, and this company was bought for $500 million during the last financial crisis of 2008. So what happens here is this: financial crisis like this gives good opportunity for a lot of these IT companies. Most of their employees are working from home. Most of their employees have been given a lot of laptops, systems and other things to make them comfortable to work from home. So these companies have a definite plan on how they take care of their employees, and they have a definite plan on their business model. And most of these companies today are working from home, right? So it's a good decision which most of these companies have done. You know, work from home really helps these companies to increase their profits because they are paying less for other expenses in the business. And work from home also makes it possible that Indian IT companies have a advantage of maintaining balance of family and job. Okay, it's a big balancing decision. Even in academics, you know, a lot of colleges, a lot of universities across India are having Zoom classes for their students, including my college. As some of you know, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a PhD person, so I don't try not to speak much about diseases and all, because these are things which I don't understand myself. Okay, so what used to happen was, as far as UGC is concerned, today they had given a recommendation or a circular saying that they have plans to start academic classes from September. So it's a good decision, and it will really help the students to be prepared, and so that they are in a better position to fight these diseases. They have time, and their parents have peace of mind once the international borders are open. So let's hope things like this really happens. And as far as crude oil is concerned, crude oil is at levels seen since 1999. Yes, today is Saturday. No trading has happened in crude oil. And as far as crude oil is concerned, it is at $17. But as far as India is concerned, we don't have any issues with that. when you go to the pump, as far as common man is concerned, there's no change, because what is happening is there's a lot of differences happening because our currency has depreciated. $1 has become 77, 78 rupees to the dollar. 1 rupee as $1 will give you 77 rupees. So that's a big difference, and that has really created an issue with the currency. And what has also happened is the gold prices has gone up a lot. Okay, so right now you're talking about international gold trading at $1,720, and 26th is Akshaya Tritiya. Akshaya Tritiya is considered a very important time for Indians to buy gold, and a lot of buying of gold will happen on Akshaya Tritiya. But there's a change this time. This time gold is not sold through showrooms. Today, as I said in the beginning, most shops have been allowed to open, but there is no permission to open these kind of businesses like gold jewelry shops. So how can people buy gold? Yes, people can buy gold through online methods, by paying in cash and getting it in units, or freezing the booking and so on. And what else I need to tell you? I need to tell you about countries like United Arab Emirates. They have done something really funny. They have because of Ramadan, they have allowed their shopping malls to open, which is really bad, I think, because it will spread these diseases further. And those are countries which have high number of people having this disease. Okay, so that's it from my side. Have a nice day. Bye.